town of Westport as it is today did not exist. But for those of you that don't know, where I pointed out Westport House this morning, where there was an O'Malley castle, in front of that house, where the front lawn is now, was the original town of Westport. It was called Gráinne Mhaol, which means the stone fort of the cattle. And Gráinne Mhaol was a small little fishing village. There would have been about 600 or 700 people living there in patched mud cabins. So when the Browns built Westport House on top of the old castle, the present Westport House was built in the 1730s. When they built that house, they then landscaped all the area around it. They built bridges, waterfalls, they planted trees, they made a lake, and then they looked out the front windows of their new beautiful house. What do they see out there? Only these small, horrible little hovels, which is what the town consisted of. And at that stage, the Browns decided they would prefer to have a lawn. So they decided they would flatten the town and move it a mile inland. So that is what they did. And in 1767, an advertisement appeared in a Dublin newspaper advertising this new town to be built. And it was advertising for stonemasons, architects, carpenters, all for the building of this new town. And they described the town, and they described the octagon and the elevation of the buildings on the octagon. And that description, if you read that description, it is exactly as the octagon is today. And that advertisement appeared in Dublin Faulkner's Journal on the 17th of March 1767, which is 250 years ago, and that is why Westport is celebrating 250 years in existence. But the original town of Westport is there much, much longer, but there's no remains of it.